Part 2. Questions 9 to 20. In this part, you will hear 3 conversations. The conversations will not be repeated. There are 4 questions for each conversation. For each question, choose the correct answer. A, B, C, or D. Questions 9 to 12 refer to the following conversation. First, take some time to read the questions 9 to 12.
I'm speaking with Sally Wainwright, who recently started singing classes. What made you decide to do that, Sally?
Well, I'd reached a time in my life when I wanted to do more, to meet new people, to try something different. I'd been to art classes, which were okay, and keep fit, which I hated. Singing classes were something I'd always wanted to try, but never had the confidence to start.
Why was that, do you think?
I always felt uncomfortable singing, even with my family. For example, going on holiday, my husband and children would sing along to the radio, but I never joined in. My mum had a great voice. I loved listening to her singing while she was cooking. I wanted to be able to do the same without feeling silly.
Was it easy to find a class?
Yes, a friend told me about one locally. I was worried I'd have to pass a test of some kind before they let me join, but anybody was welcome, and you didn't need to prove how good your voice was. You just turned up for a practice session with other people. That was the best bit about it. We all sing together, not on our own.
So, how did you feel in that first session?
Well, I was so worried before the session, I nearly turned the car round and went home. People were already there, waiting to start, and one of the organisers turned up. We talked about my reasons for coming along, and, well, she gave me the confidence to give it a try. I found a space at the back of the group and just sang with everyone else.
So, has it helped you become more confident?
Absolutely, yes. Being in a group means you can sing without feeling silly. I've never been asked to sing on my own, and I'm not sure how I'd feel if they did ask me. But now I join in with the kids when there's a good song on the radio. It's great to know I've achieved one of the goals I had when I started.
So, would you recommend we all do something similar?
Oh, definitely. It's a great confidence builder. You'll make friends, and it's good for your health. There are supposed to be physical benefits from singing, something to do with increasing the oxygen levels, which makes us feel happier. I'm not sure about all that, but I do know I always go home in a good mood.
Questions 13 to 16 refer to the following conversation. First, take some time to read the questions 13 to 16.
On today's programme, I'm speaking to Tom Walker and finding out about being a personal trainer. Have you always done this, Tom?
Hello. No, actually, it's a long story, but I was injured many years ago, which meant I had to stop a hobby that I loved, cycling. Stop is the wrong word, really. I could cycle, but I could no longer go in for competitions.
So, how did this lead to you becoming a trainer?
Well, the reason for the injury was because I hadn't trained properly for events. I pushed myself too hard and finally injured my ankle very badly. It was a lesson in how not to do a sport, and I decided I wanted a job where I could help other people train and compete safely.
Do you only train cyclists?
No, not at all. I see lots of people who are cyclists, but in order to get enough work, I made the choice that I would try to support anyone. I help quite a lot of runners and people who just want to get fit. People of all ages too. My youngest customer is 16 and my oldest is 73.
Wow. Where do you hold your sessions?
It depends on the weather and what the person prefers. When it's dry and not too hot, I simply meet them in the park and we do our exercises there. It's often cooler than using the gym, and people are able to push themselves for longer and harder before they feel uncomfortable.
And of course, the park is free to use.